meeting to order. Approval of the agenda. Did you get a chance to look it over?
Yep.
I would move to approve the agenda.
And I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Minutes from the previous meeting. Any questions?
I'd move approval of
Okay.
November meeting, right? We
Yep,
didn't have one. in
November meeting.
November meeting.
Second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Approved. Okay, weekend hours.
Okay, after Mr. Shannon came and talked to us, he did send Joe the information that we needed to run a cost analysis. He sent us, there'll be three passengers riding, 2 wheelchair and 1 ambulatory, which means we can get them all on one bus. And they'll be coming from Fire Steel. We have a contract with Fire Steel. As of this time, we are only asking for a 5:30 a.m. start, and this would just be on Saturdays. I spoke with the management team, and they would not compensate for a non-ride. That should be Fire Steel's responsibility, which a no-show, we do charge for those no-shows, but if a person just doesn't ride, we wouldn't get any money for it. So you'd have to have 3 people riding every time from Fire Steel for these numbers that I have to work. So if we have a different passenger from another location, we won't have this kind of money. So with what the information he gave us, with the 2 wheelchair and 1 ambulatory, Fire Steel is $12 a ride for a round trip. And this is just the one way, so that $12 a ride times the 3 rides is $36 is what we'd be making for the round trip. Now, because, I'll start with, if it was during our time that we already submitted for our budget to the state for the federal share, we would be getting federal share money out of this. Because this is submitted after budget has been approved by the state, we will not be getting federal share for this if we decide to extend our hours. So the cost per ride, our cost per ride is $9.29. And this is with the federal share. And that's times 3 rides. So 3 rides at $9.29 is $27.87. And that's with federal share. Because we're not going to be getting this federal share right at this point because we did not put it in our budget request, we have to use a different formula, and it'll be our actual cost. So it'd be the 1 employee at the 17, and we're doing the lowest employee amount, so it could potentially cost more than this. But our lowest employee amount is $17.968 times an extra hour and a half, which would cost $26.95 for the employee costs. Then the mileage, it costs us $4.63 per mile to operate, times the 3.5 miles, which is just one way. This is not including the round trip. So the total without federal share is $43.16. So $43.16 is what it would cost us to operate that extra hour and a half with those 3 passengers. We'd be getting $36 from Fire Steel for those 3 passengers. And that's for a round trip, so that doesn't include the cost to bring them back. That's what I came up with.
Can you charge Fire Steel anymore?
No, similar contract.
Then where you have to pick them up.
Right. Fire Steel does have, like he said, Fire Steel does have their own vehicle. They have a bus.
They expect us to operate and lose money.
Right. We would be
But we
losing
don't
money.
have, Fire Steel's current contract doesn't say that we have to do that, right?
Right.
We don't have to
Right.
accept this.
Right. This is just a request from Avera Dialysis, as Mr. Shannon came in, because they would like to get more clientele themselves. This would allow them to get more clientele. Increase their revenue.
Huh? Yeah, which ain't gonna help us at all.
I guess, do you have any other insight on this? Since
Just my thought was that just because it's only 3 riders now doesn't mean Because by opening up these hours on a Saturday, they would be able to accept more dialysis patients.
Right.
So it could increase riders.
Mhm.
Right now, that would still increase our loss, right?
Right, yeah, because we
Right.
don't have them budgeted.
It would.
Yeah.
Because we don't have it budgeted, that was approved. Now, if I could put this in next year's budget, and we
Right.
can see, and we can
Then
see
it
if the
would-
state will approve it, then we don't,
Yeah.
then we can use our federal share. Right now, we can't use our federal share.
And when is our next budget go through?
Starts in the summer and was the budget process. And then we believe, I submitted in July, and then we find out in September, and the new year starts in October.
It starts in October.
Mhm.
Wow, but that's also a long time to lose money.
I'm used to that.
They have their own bus. They just do not have, they don't want to pay for a driver. Really? Isn't that?
It's, Pioneer still has their own vehicle, yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
And if they can make something work until October, then
Do we have the same problem with Brady? No.
I don't know that any dialysis stations live at Brady
Right now.
right now.
Okay.
can we make a decision on that one, or?
Yeah, we have to.
Have to have a motion for that? I was thinking.
Well, I would move that we just postpone this until we can put it into next year's budget. Does that make sense?
I would second that.
Okay. All those in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Okay, so we'll look back into it in October. Or actually, when
I'll
our
put
budget
it in,
starts.
I'll put it in
Yes.
the July, yep.
July.
And we'll
Is
send
that
it-
July 1?
It's usually like July 3rd, somewhere in there.
But your fiscal year starts July 1?
Fiscal year starts October 1st.
Oh, okay.
We just have to submit it that time.
Okay.
And then we should know if it gets approved or denied by September.
Okay.
And then we can bring it back to the board. Yep. And we'll send Mr. Shannon a message letting him know what the board has decided.
First net update.
So we have all the equipment. Getting the equipment installed and to work has been a challenge, to say the least. There has been a lot of errors made in the equipment and setting up the equipment on AT&T's part. But when the equipment does work, it's great. It's very clear sounding. Amy, do you have any comments on how it sounds on your end, or it's just been a process trying to get it to work? Yeah. It will be, I do believe it will be better sounding than our current radio system, because it is a struggle hearing on our radios now, but it's just a process getting it. But we are working on it. Hopefully, by the end of the month, it will be all up and operating.
So are you using any of it right now, or?
The phone lines have been transferred from Verizon to AT&T. Those SIM cards have been transferred, so we're using that, which does save money because the AT&T bill was less than the Verizon bill. And we're using some of the tablets. We just haven't used the push-to-talk fully. The tablets can still be operated as we have been.
You have people locally that
I have
are
a bus,
involved?
I have a bus driver installing it.
Okay,
And then our IT guy is working with our bus driver, getting everything installed.
okay. He's, okay.
And they've been dealing with the AT&T and the lockbox people, making sure everything is correct.
Oh, okay.
Anything else with that?
Staffing.
So we have some staffing shortages right now, and major staffing shortages. We are down to full-time bus drivers due to illness and work comp. We're trying to hire more part-timers. We're just not getting enough part-time applications. So we're short in the bus staff situation. And also our office assistant, office aide, Marjorie Novak, has retired from the office aide position, but she's still serving meals over at Wesley Acres, which is great, but we're short in that position. But I got good news. We made an offer. Background checks have come back, and she is going to start on Monday. We have Desiree Tollefson starting on Monday, and she was our intern at the JVCC this last spring. So she knows the program, she knows the people. We're excited to have her starting, and I think she'll be a good addition.
Definitely.
And she also works at Avera Brady too, so she'll be working both jobs.
And she's going to be more involved with
Amy.
Amy.
Yep, she'll be doing more work for Amy than the JVCC itself. So she'll be doing all Amy's reports and meals, credit cards, that kind of stuff.
She'll have her own computer and stuff compared to what Margie had, it'll be,
Good.
She'll be busy. Mm-hmm. Oh, and also sorry, I forgot to tell you about this, our janitor position has been vacated to go along with that. So we did some staffing changes currently. What's going to happen is that was a full-time maintenance tech position shared by the community center and the public safety building. That is going to change down to a custodial position shared between the public safety and the Corn Palace. And we are going to hire a part-time custodian that will be under my supervision. So that'll be just for our department. Then that person will the full-time will deal with the public safety in the Corn Palace, and then we'll just have our part-timer. So right now, we have a temporary person filling in from the Corn Palace, and she's doing about 2 hours a day for now.
what are you looking at for actual hours?
Pretty flexible.
Like
It'll be about 4 hours a day.
20-hour position?
Yep, it'll be 19 hours.
Okay.
Monday through Friday, so 4 hours a day, free one day. We'll be flexible. It could be early hours, it could be evening hours, just not during our busy times. But in the meantime, while we have Mackenzie Cobb is the one filling in. While she is filling in, we are also, our staff has been filling in and cleaning up and
Yes, they have.
working hard. And we also have recycling now at our facility. We have the recycling tubs around. So
Good.
our first dumpster of recycling was full in 2 days, completely full. So it's exciting seeing our building recycle. Todd's using the recycling now. It's going great.
So who gets to take it out to the curb?
We have a dumpster right outside, so
Oh,
they
right
come
on
and
the
get it.
curb.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's good. That's what we're finding a problem is we're gonna have to run ours from the back to the front, to
Oh,
the
yeah.
curb, so,
No, this is a big dumpster,
okay.
not a can.
Yeah, well, we had one before at the old recycling.
Okay.
Big area, but now, like, I filled up the one for my house in 2 weeks myself. with
Yes.
My family, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna need more than a couple.
Right.
But we'll see. Changes here. Okay. Volunteer membership software.
Well, as we stated at the last meeting, Amy's volunteer software crashed, but we were able to recover everything, which is great. So now we are in the exploration stages of finding new volunteer software. And I would like it to be not just volunteer software, but a membership software that we could also use for the JVCC, so we don't have to use that Excel spreadsheet anymore. Sharon has worked with it. She fully understands. It's a mess
Yeah.
to work with as well. So we're trying to find something where you combine and use it all at once.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything out there? I mean,
I
there-
would like something that to be cloud-based, so that way people can just log in on it. It doesn't have to be installed in a computer, which I think would be great. I would like it to be, the city has a few programs that they're currently operating, so they're going to see if our current programs will fit with it. Another option is, I talked to the company called TheraP. Yeah, TheraP is
The
actually.
same one?
Yeah, so TheraP is actually now doing, they're taking over the nutrition program and doing they're gonna do,
The same one we use?
Yep. they're
I'm
gonna-
going to the national conference in a
Okay.
couple weeks.
So, yeah, they say
If
they,
you want me to glean some information for you, I can.
well, I talked to the people in charge, their programmers and stuff, because we had a meeting in Chamberlain or Oklahoma.
Oh,
And we talked, and they came and gave a presentation about how it's gonna work for our nutrition program.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's going to be statewide for all the nutrition participants. So I talked to them about maybe possibly seeing if they can make a volunteer / membership platform off of that as well. So that way we can just back up the state too. I
I
mean, we
will-
would pay for it, but if it's all in one program, it would save.
I'll talk to you before I go, but
Okay.
I'll try to, I know all the big weeks, and
Awesome.
Bonnie was a big one. She got LifeQuest started on there, so she could probably help too, but awesome company.
Yeah, I was
But I
really
had no
excited.
idea that they were expanding to that.
Yep,
So,
they're taking over all the LTSS, long-term services and supports.
wow,
Yes.
okay. I will see what's there.
Perfect.
It's in Denver the last week of January.
Awesome. Yeah, if we can get that, I think that would be the best way, because if we have to use it for nutrition anyway. Right. And we're excited to use it for nutrition, because then we can run special reports that we need, 'cause looking through the TheraP stuff. We can, right now we have a sheet off of this SAMS program that says it's a roster that shows all the people that eat. This would just, Amy can print off a daily sheet, so you just send a daily sheet instead of having to check off who's eating here and there. Amy can just print that off each day and send that sheet instead of the book where you're flipping through all these pages. And that way you can find out if people actually signed up to eat or didn't sign up to eat. Because if they didn't sign up to eat, then they won't be on that sheet. Because right now people are saying, well, I signed up, and then the nutrition coordinators are checking that, well, okay, and then we're short meals. So this will help alleviate some of that. I'm excited. It looks like a good program.
That sounds
You
really
guys
good.
find it successful?
It's amazing, yeah. We've probably been using it for 10 years, but all of our staff do all of their information on programs for people. It's just, that's what we do. It's our main thing.
Mhm.
So everything is typed into there, and then you can pull it up. And it's a good communication piece and a documentation,
Mhm.
and it's cloud-based. So,
Yeah, it's cloud-based and you
I
pay
have
per person. You don't pay as a
yeah.
overall usage.
So I'm an administrator of the system, so I have the app that if someone gets locked out right now, I can fix it from wherever I'm at. So it's nice. So maybe I can talk to you about, just kind of get some background, and then,
That'd be great.
maybe some people will be there concerning that. I don't know, but I'll look for different things.
Okay,
'Cause there's some time frames where you go, well, what do I go to? None of this is
right.
pertained, so.
And they currently don't have anything developed, but they think it'd be easy enough to put it.
Do you know who you were dealing with?
I'll have to look at my cards. I got a couple cards.
You can just email me. But, yeah, I know the CEO of the company, so I can just tell him I'm on this board, and that'll be good.
Perfect.
And they do a lot of customization, so,
Right.
different agencies like ours. So they were built around agencies like LifeQuest. That's what they do, documentation for us. And so this sounds like they're expanding into other realms. But, I've met with the programmers. They're from, I think, Bangladesh. guys, so they will do customization per agency, if it makes sense for them.
Right.
But it's a good way to get input to them, and then they can say, well, yeah, that definitely could be done, or I don't know. So,
Yeah, that makes me happy. Good.
Nutrition tree results.
We did really good on our tree. Our goal was $4,320, which is 54 people, which is one full ticket for each person. We actually did $7,772. So, didn't quite double it, but we did good. Reminds me, I gotta get an ad for me.
Anything else with that? Okay, citizens input.
Okay, you guys have anything?
Nope.
Department reports and updates.
Palace Transit, we are up on rides and up on miles. But we're up. It's hard because the 5311 rides that you see, the negative 109, those are the ones that we can report to the state. So we're down on the state reported rides, but the 5311 or the regular total ride difference, we're up 87 rides, and that's because of the Head Start. We can't count the Head Start rides.
Questions on that? Virtual volunteer program.
Just kind of a report what the volunteers have been doing throughout the month of November, December. A few more new volunteers. One new station, Tubology Incorporated, is a nonprofit that's just starting in town for people that can't afford it.
On that? Questions? Okay, adult nutrition.
You'll see that there's the November and December results there. So if you go to December, you can see to our projection, we're down 3,919 meals to our projection. But we're pretty close almost to where we were last year this time. We're staying even. On that, actually, the month of December is, I think, the first time this fiscal year that Parkston was down.
Oh, wow.
But we have such a high goal for them. So,
Leave the holiday time.
Well,
Yeah.
and to go with the nutrition report, Amy and I went and did on-site audits of Parkston and Trip. And we went there, and desk audits is what they were, and everything looked good at their locations. We actually ate at Parkston. Food was fantastic. They had, what was their dessert? The dump cake.
Yeah, that's it.
I
I can see it.
They had dump cake, and it was so good. That was their little treat. She goes, she doesn't do it very often, but that happened to be that day, and I had to get it. It was fantastic.
Who does their cooking in Parkston?
Boom's Restaurant.
Oh, it is Booms. Okay.
And it's 6 days a week, every day but Thursday, or every day but Saturday, sorry, or Thursday.
So they even do it on Sunday?
Yep.
Wow.
Sunday's one of their busier days.
Sure.
Yeah, they get a lot of
Interesting.
visitors in and stuff. Yep.
Good.
So, yeah. And our frozen meals, they kind of slowed down for a while, but they're kind of starting to pick up a little bit more now, with the weather being so cold. You could tell when the weather was gonna get bad with our last storms, a lot of people came in for meals. And we still get new people every day trying them, people, refer them to those, 'cause, so, yeah, still getting them.
Mhm.
Valley Community Center.
Well, today we have a big day. It's our after the holidays party with the membership renewals, and the quilt raffle will be drawn today. I gotta pay for those quick. We also had another big day when we did a farewell party for Marjorie. It went well. We had great turnout. Even after the meal was done and we were done with the presentation, Margie had a lot of people coming afterwards, and she sat in the deli and got to visit with a lot of people at the end. So it was really nice
was
turnout for
great.
her event. We talked about the janitor. Big thing we're changing now is we are no longer offering movies at the JVCC. We're no longer going to do the theater Thursday. The library got a special license to offer movies over there.
Okay.
So they will be doing movies at the library, and we're going to encourage our members to go there to watch their movies. We had turkey bingo, had good turnout, a lot of community involvement in that one. Bus trip went good. Their holiday bus trip to Sioux Falls, is that where, yes,
Yeah,
to Sioux Falls went
It was
good.
great. It was really fun. It was a great day. We had good weather,
Yes.
and yeah, it was really a nice, fun day. Did lots of good things.
And then she has another bus trip lined up, coming up to, it'll be the same area. They're going to go to McCrossen's Boys Ranch and check out their new development and everything they have there. And then they're going to go to Freeman for
You can go with
Schmeckfest.
us.
I'd love to go.
Yeah, you can go with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Well, and
Cool.
the Schmeckfest,
Schmeckfest in Freeman will be a popular
it's
one.
going to be part of it. Yeah. I've never been to it, so it'll be a good opportunity.
And then Thomas from the Rec Center did a Walk with Ease program through the SDSU Extension. He is going to continue that type of program, but not going to run it through them. He's developed his own, and it's, I believe, called Get Up and Moving. Is that what it's called? I'm not sure what it's called, but it's going to start next week. Next week, and that's going to be talking about walking and how it helps your health, and he'll be helping them exercise.
The goal for the technology system is 6,900, and Exchange Club's going to give us
They gave,
money?
the Exchange Club gave another 1,000, so we're only about 1,500 away right now.
Okay. They
And
got to, yeah.
we're reaching out to the Raleigh Endowment to see, because the CD is up for renewal and there's that balance. And I think if we can get that, that will help us reach our goal and get our new sound system. But we did reach out to them and made the request.
Okay, good, good.
So close, because we really, really, really need a new sound system.
Yes.
Really bad.
There's only one mic that works, and
It's the podium.
it's on the podium, and then you got it, and there's cords, and it's just dangerous.
It's bad.
It's dangerous.
Anybody have anything else? Okay. Next meeting.
Second, third. Second Thursday is 13th.
Oh, I won't be here. I already know that. And I wasn't gonna be here for today, but I'm not having surgery, so I'm here.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, February 13th is the next meeting. John's gone. He's
Now
surprised.
where are you going to work?
Phoenix. But our new board member, we do have a new board member. Did I talk about that during the,
Yeah.
okay? Yep, she'll be coming. Did you hear about the new board member? Okay, we have a new board member. Her name is Katie Olson. She was approved by council. She is Dakota Wesleyan's Director of Resident Life. And she's working with us at getting transit at Dakota Wesleyan, and we're starting that volunteer program at Dakota Wesleyan, so we're excited to have another member